With the current surge of interest in AI solutions, and in particular ChatGPT, the idea that specialised workers such as programmers can now be replaced by automated processes is nothing new. In the early 1950s, when computing technology was being introduced, there was a balance between manual and automated processes, and the same public concerns were raised about the threat of replacing human jobs by machines. We joined a team of researchers, Maarten Bullynck and Liesbeth at University Paris 8 to discuss their article, The Myth of the Coder. The distinction between coder and programmer was first made over 50 years ago, which led to a mythology of early computing with implications that continue to today. The researchers reviewed the balance between manual and automated processes and the role of programmers and coders that lay the foundations of modern computing.
The direct trigger for writing this paper was when ChatGPT was launched in the world, and there was a lot of buzz talk around it, also within the programming environment itself. There was even an announcement of the end of programming. As a historian, you are always quite skeptical about this kind of disruptive announcements.
The team looked back into the historical relationship between programming and coding. This distinction originated in a famous report by Hermann H. Goldstein and John von Neumann called Planning and Coding of Problems for an Electronic Computing Instrument. They assigned hierarchical stages for planning and coding, where a number of manual processes were required to input the programming instructions. However, the coder as an individual did not seem to exist.
Something that did grab the public imagination earlier in the 50s and 60s, or even in the 1930s already, is this person sitting behind a desk and, of course, transliterating data into punched cards, into punched tape, into magnetic tape, mostly women, doing this kind of clerical work. All programmers did both the flowcharting and the coding together. So this is in this sense important to see that the manual labor gave birth to this clear distinction, but once it has to be actually used on a high-speed computing machine such as ENIAC or the first UNIVACs, they have to realize, okay, this does not work any longer. We have to change it.
So by automating this coding process itself, it also became possible to develop a mathematical notation or a notation that is closer to mathematics. This technology as such isn't scary at all, as long as you understand how it can be used. But of course, that's the huge challenge we are facing today. That's the educational challenge.
Find out more in The Myth of the Coder, an opinion article in the September 2024 communications of the ACM.